Do you have liver fat? Hepatic steatosis or liver fat affects 1 in every 4 Americans according to estimates. Since it's a silent disease with no obvious symptoms, you might have it without knowing. Even worse, some foods you consider healthy could be contributing to this disease. Today I'm going to show you the top 5 foods that cause liver disease, and some of them may surprise you. One such food is even considered detoxifying, but can cause severe damage to your liver. Although liver fat usually doesn't show symptoms, it's a serious condition that can mark the beginning of severe liver problems like cancer and cirrhosis. It can also be a warning sign for other diseases, including diabetes. But how can you tell if you have liver fat? What's causing it, and how can you reverse it in just a few weeks? In this video, I'll answer all these questions and show you which tests you need to determine if you have liver fat. So grab a snack, hopefully not the ones I'm about to list, and let's jump right in. 1. Alcohol. When we consume alcohol, our liver prioritizes it as a toxin. This means that while your body is busy breaking down that glass of wine or beer, it's ignoring essential tasks it usually handles, like breaking down fats. Over time, this can lead to a buildup of fats in the liver, prompting a condition known as fatty liver disease. And oh boy, it doesn't stop there. If you keep drinking heavily, you can develop alcoholic hepatitis, which is inflammation of the liver. If that continues, it can escalate to something way worse, like liver cirrhosis. And that's a one-way street, scarring your liver and potentially leading to liver failure. So what happens internally when we drink? Well, our liver metabolizes alcohol using enzymes. The primary enzyme here is alcohol dehydrogenase, which converts alcohol into acetaldehyde, a substance even more toxic than alcohol itself. This toxin can damage liver cells and lead to inflammation, creating a vicious cycle. And just like that, a seemingly harmless drink can wreak havoc on your health. But wait! How do you know if your liver is taking a hit? Some signs include fatigue, abdominal pain, jaundice, and swelling in your legs or abdomen. If you're experiencing these, it's time to take a closer look at your drinking habits. So the next time you pick up that drink, remember, moderation is key. Our livers deserve our care. I challenge you to cut back or opt for alcohol-free alternatives. You'll not only feel better, but your liver will thank you. 2. Fried foods. Fried foods are everywhere. You can find them at fast food joints, street vendors, and even at fancy restaurants. But have you ever thought about what all that frying does to your body, particularly your liver? Let's break this down. First, we need to understand the liver's role in our body. The liver is like our internal detox system. It processes and filters everything we eat, transforming toxins into harmless substances. But when we overload our liver with unhealthy fats, like those in fried foods, we can run into serious problems. When we consume fried foods, they come packed with trans fats and saturated fats. These types of fats can lead to an unhealthy buildup of fat in the liver. It's like tossing a log on a fire. It eventually overwhelms the system. So what does that buildup mean? Well, it can lead to a condition called fatty liver disease. Alarmingly, this isn't just something reserved for heavy drinkers. It can happen to anyone, especially if fried foods are a regular part of your diet. According to recent studies, nearly 25% of adults worldwide are affected by fatty liver disease, and it is largely preventable. Now, what's even more concerning is that many people don't even realize they have it. All right, let's talk about some more nasty side effects. Increased liver fat can lead to inflammation, aka steatohepatitis, which can damage liver cells and eventually lead to liver fibrosis or cirrhosis. Cirrhosis, that sounds scary, right? It basically means your liver is getting seriously damaged, and it can lead to liver failure. It's crucial to listen to our bodies. Fatigue, confusion, and even some unexplained weight gain can be signs of liver distress. If you're experiencing these symptoms, don't ignore them. Talk to your doctor. So what can we do? Easy. First, moderation is key. I'm not saying you can never enjoy fried food again, but make it a rare treat rather than a staple in your diet. Instead, swap out those frying oils for healthier cooking methods. Grilling, baking, or air frying your favorite foods can reduce those harmful fats while still giving you that satisfying crunch. 3. Sugary foods and drinks. First things first, let's talk about sugar. It's everywhere. From those seemingly innocent sparkling waters to that decadent slice of cake, Sugar has a knack for sneaking into our lives. But did you know that excessive sugar intake can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD for short? We're not just talking about a few extra pounds, we're talking about fat accumulating in the liver itself. Research has shown that this condition affects nearly 25% of the world's population and is a leading cause of liver disease. So what exactly happens? When we consume sugary foods and drinks, particularly those high in fructose, like sodas and sweetened fruit juices, our liver gets overwhelmed. Fructose is metabolized differently than glucose, and unfortunately, the liver converts it into fat, which can lead to fatty liver. It's like sending your liver on a wild sugar binge without giving it a chance to catch its breath. Now here's the alarming part. Once the liver accumulates fat, it becomes inflamed, leading to conditions like steatosis. This isn't just some minor inconvenience. It can pave the way for serious liver damage, cirrhosis, and even liver cancer. I know it sounds scary, but knowledge is power, right? So what can we do about it? First, let's make some lifestyle changes. Swap out those sugary drinks for water infused with fruits. Enjoy desserts in moderation, and aim for a diet rich in whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Trust me, your liver will thank you. 4. Processed meats. All right, let's start with the basics. What exactly are processed meats? Well, these are meats that have been smoked, cured, salted, or preserved in some way. Think bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli meats. They're convenient and they taste great, but they come with a hidden price tag, especially when it comes to our liver. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I love my bacon, and trust me, I get it. But research is beginning to show that indulging in these delicious but dangerous foods can have dire consequences for our liver health. Let's break it down. A study published by the World Health Organization classified processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens. That's a fancy way of saying they can potentially cause cancer in humans. But what really got my attention? It's not just cancer. Processed meats can also contribute to fatty liver disease, which is on the rise globally. For those who don't know, fatty liver disease occurs when fat builds up in liver cells. Normally, our liver helps break down fats, but when it gets overloaded, often due to the unhealthy fats and additives in processed meats, it can lead to inflammation, fibrosis, or even cirrhosis. I mean, isn't that terrifying? But why is this happening? Processed meats are high in saturated fats, sodium, and preservatives, which not only put stress on our liver, but also our entire body. When our liver is burdened with these toxins, it struggles to function properly. It's like trying to clean a messy room while someone keeps throwing more trash in it. Okay, so what's the takeaway? We can't just toss out all our favorite foods. But what we can do is find healthier alternatives. Look for lean meats, plant-based proteins, and fresh veggies. The goal is to make our liver's job easier, not harder. I'll even share a quick and easy recipe to replace that deli meat. How about a chickpea salad wrap? All you need is some smashed chickpeas, Greek yogurt, mustard, diced veggies, and your choice of wrap. Not only is it delicious, but it's also packed with nutrients that will nourish your liver. So to sum it up, processed meats are not just a guilty pleasure. They can be harmful to our liver health. If you found today's information eye-opening, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more health tips. Hit that like button and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite healthy alternative to processed meats? 5. High-salt foods. First things first, sodium. It's an essential mineral that our bodies need to function properly. It helps maintain fluid balance and supports nerve and muscle function. But here's the kicker. Excessive salt intake can lead to serious health issues. I'm talking about conditions like high blood pressure and, you guessed it, liver damage. Now let's talk about how these salty snacks and meals harm our liver. When we consume too much sodium, our body struggles to process it. This can cause our liver to work overtime, trying to filter out the excess salt. Over time, this puts extra stress on the liver, which already has many crucial tasks, like detoxifying our blood. And here's where it gets really concerning. A high-salt diet can lead to a condition called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD. I mean, who knew a few extra chips could strain your liver so much? The recommended daily limit for sodium intake is about 2,300 milligrams. But research suggests that many of us consume over 3,400 milligrams per day. Insane, right? Given that many processed foods and fast foods are loaded with sodium, it's no surprise that we're exceeding that number. Instead of one small bag of chips as a snack, we might end up eating 2 or 3. And before you know it, you're well past your daily limit. Now, if you're wondering how to know if these foods are affecting you, here are some symptoms to watch out for: fatigue, abdominal discomfort, and unfortunately, even more severe conditions like liver cirrhosis. Long-term high-salt consumption can also increase your risk of developing other problems, like cardiovascular diseases, which are closely linked to liver health as well. Thanks for watching. If you learned something today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's keep our livers happy together. See you in the next video.